Huh? Oh, yeah.
Okay, no worries.
I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rousseau or Sergeant Mu? Oh, but you're referring to Andre.
I'll let you work it out.
Who's Andre? Air report? Can I go to Syria? No. Okay. Should we go talk to... Where's the hotel? I can't go back to the hotel. So what I'm going to have to do... Let's go to the museum, see if I can get that tripod. See if them two goons are in here. Ah, there's someone.
I beg your pardon. Are you Andre Lobineau?
That's me. You want my autograph?
Ah.
No. I was told you may be able to help me.
Help?
My name is George Stobart.
This is Lobineau.
I'd like your professional opinion.
Well, okay. Shoot.
The tripod. Let's ask him about the tripod.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
The Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place?
I heard them planning the raid.
They're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
Let's carry on with the tripod.
Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point.
I mean, he's right. He probably will never see it again.
Does the name Montfaucon mean anything to you?
Sure, it was the most grisly spectacle in Paris until the Revolution.
A public toilet?
Montfaucon was the place of execution for many thousands. A dark temple of death, with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim exhibit. Scores of rotting corpses swung on creaking rope, while the crows devoured their flesh.
That explains the image of the hanged man. I found a reference to Montfaucon in Ireland, in a village called Lochmarn.
Lochman! That's where Pegram was digging.
That's right. He'd left the excavation before I arrived.
Where is Pegram anyway? We haven't found him.
Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
Let's carry on talking about
Where was the site of Montfaucon?
To the
Montfaucon.
northeast, near the Canal Saint-Martin, but there's nothing there now. The old gibbet was torn down during the Revolution.
Okay, do you know anything about the Hashashin?
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes, it was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language, Assassini, the assassins.
Okay, so they're Templar enemies, I'm guessing. So was Marquet a Templar? Did the Templars still exist? Was Nico's father a Templar? Was Pierre a Templar? And Yamandi and the other
How did the assassins get
person?
their name?
From the legends surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
Okay, carry on.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
So I'm guessing that's a yes, probably. Right. Do you know anything about the transcript?
I'd like your opinion
Manuscript.
on a medieval manuscript.
Vraiment? Do you have it with you?
No, it's too fragile. And besides, there are certain people who'd stop at nothing to get their hands on it.
Intriguing. Do you have a copy of the text?
There isn't much, only a few Latin phrases. I was kind of hoping you'd help decipher the pictures.
Without seeing the manuscript, that's a tall order.
Just tell me one thing. What does the image of two men riding on the same horse suggest to you?
The Knights Templar. Does the Templar seal appear on this manuscript? I'd love to see that for myself.
Oui, oui. Let's carry on with the knights.
Can you tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
I sure can, Georgie. Soldiers, diplomats, mercenaries, monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill. The greatest fighting force in Christendom, the militia of Christ.
Jeez.
Anything else about the Templars?
How did the Templars get their name?
From the building in which they set up their headquarters. The King of Jerusalem gave them part of a mosque on the Temple Mount. It was said to have been the site of the original Temple of Solomon. The order became known first as the Knights of the Temple, and later as the Knights Templar.
You're a mine of information, Andre.
Glad to be of help, Georgie.
Okay, Nico has the
The
manuscript.
manuscript is being looked after by a friend.
In Paris?
Yeah, not far from here, in fact.
Well, just give me the address and I'll come round and take a look.
I'm not so sure about
Yeah,
that.
that sounds a
Maybe
bit-
I should check with her first.
A female friend?
Yeah, she's a woman. This friend who has the manuscript,
Oui, the anonymous girlfriend.
she lives at 361 Rue
Wait,
Jarry.
what?
I know
Why am I
it
giving
well.
her... Don't
I'll
give
drop by.
girls' dress out to strange men.
Just as soon as I can.
Oh dear. Do I have to warn her
How
now?
come the Templars became so wealthy?
There was a constant stream of new recruits to their ranks, many from noble families. They were required to swear a sacred oath of poverty, chastity, and obedience. So, their money, goods, and lands were donated to the order. The Templars soon held land in France, Scotland, England, Spain, most of Europe, in fact. The poor Knights of Christ became the wealthiest power in Christendom.
Anything else?
Is it true the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found?
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or, if it does, the truth has never been made public.
What do you mean by that?
The Templars have attained mythological status, like the King Arthur of the Britons. There are people even now who say the Templars still exist.
Do you think that's likely?
No, not for a minute.
I'm starting to think it is likely. I think there's still a battle going on between the Templars and these Hashashins. Okay, I think I'm done. Shall I show him the jewel?
What do you make of this?
It's the biggest gemstone I've ever seen. Where did you get it?
From Professor Pegram's messenger boy.
Did Pegram find this on his dig?
Yeah, the site where this was found was a Templar castle. Do you think it could be part of the Templar treasure?
No, I shouldn't think so. You're not one of those crazies who think the Templars still exist, are you?
Well, I try to keep an open mind on the matter.
Okay. What about this man? Have you seen this man?
Does the guy in this photograph look familiar to you?
No,
Okay, would you like to shake my hand?
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Andre.
Not now,
Ah,
Georgie.
someone's got to accept. Right, okay. Everything else is pretty pointless.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay. Marquet said those thugs from the hotel would try to steal the tripod. He also mentioned someone called Klausner, who the assassin might have followed to Syria. Very confusing. Yeah, who's Klausner? But before I get any explanation, I was ordered out by a doctor. He wasn't a real doctor, and then he murdered Marquet. Marquet? These people certainly don't mess around. Well, that Lobinu guy is such a jerk. Look at me. Look how much I know about the Knights Templar. What? Who didn't think that? I didn't think that at all, actually. Well, I guess he didn't know about the Hashashin. And he knew about the Montfaucon and where I needed to head. Okay, can we hide in here now?
It is closing time, Monsieur
Okay, I
Lobino.
can't close in there. I can't close. Can't hide in there.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, Monsieur.
I think I can steal that, knock the totem pole over, get out the window, and then these two get arrested. Oh no, they're already here.
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
Can I move? No. Nope, can't move.
What the... Who's there?
No one?
Let's get out of here!
Oh, George, what are you doing? You idiot. Who's that? What was that all
And
about?
when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor Georges.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in
Ah,
costume.
Nico was the woman.
You mean it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't sulk, Georgie, please.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod.
Okay, she's talking a bit weird. Who's this guy?
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from Andre
Lobinu.
Lobino.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the Knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so.
Okay, what family does it then?
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Wait, I've got to look at this again?
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Do I have to look at everything again?
There's a guy-
Come on.
There's but the a knight. The knight's through my teeth.
Okay, what we're going to do is put the gem...
Maybe not. I'd better get back to the quest.
Stay here. Did he just pinch that off the table? Okay, we've got something. My attempt to thwart the robbery at the museum was hindered by a shoddy totem pole. But then a figure swooped in from the ceiling like some kind of superhero. The masked saviour was Nico. I guess you did a good job. We do have the tripod and I found the gem. Next move is to head to the site of Montfaucon and see if I can figure out what to do with them. Okay, Montfaucon. So this was like a site for execute. Oh look, that's where the picture of the hanging man is. Can we put that onto that?
Maybe not.
Okay. Okay, let's have a look around first.
I once read a list of low-stress jobs. It didn't include police work. Obviously, this guy hadn't read the same list. There was a small crowd of 5 sightseers. It's a weird thing, but you can take the most intelligent people in the world, put them in their vacation duds, and hey presto, they look like morons. Why is that? The juggler was good. Why he couldn't put that kind of application into getting a real job, I had no idea. Maybe he just liked dressing up like a horse's ass.
Whoa, George. If he enjoys that job, he enjoys it. That was a bit harsh. Right, let's go upstairs. See what we can find.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
Okay, what's this statue all about? He's got a manuscript in his hand.
A statue of a knight holding a staff and a scroll. The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well.
Okay, let's speak to this guy. Maybe he can help us out a bit.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
Okay, Knights Templar. No, actually. Yeah, Knights Templar.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
Okay, what do you think of the tripod?
I've got a medieval tripod.
Monsieur, you are a walking treasure house.
And the gem to go with it.
How about this for a gem?
It is very beautiful, monsieur. And yet, I feel that there is an air of suffering about it.
Really? Okay, what about you?
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
Okay. Elaborate?
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
Okay, so there's not really much to talk
Catch
to you
you later.
about at the
Au
moment.
revoir, monsieur.
But there is definitely something with this statue.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported.
Okay, what about...
A scroll was a symbol of
The
scholarship.
scroll.
I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell.
Have I got anything I can... No. What about over there?
I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
Okay, what about these
A
tomb
stone
things?
knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work.
And the same
A
for this?
stone knight lay
Yep.
at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat. Somehow, it looked more modern than its neighbor. I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout. In comparison to its neighbor, it looked pretty plain.
Okay, so what is the significance of this? What am I doing here? Okay. Well, I guess he didn't know much about the Hashashin, and he knew... I guess he did know about the Hashashin. Oh, okay. I guess he did know about the Hashashin, and he knew about Montfaucon and where I needed to head. Okay. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Okay. About... That's not going to work, is it?
On the end of the staff,
No, he's not going to take it. Okay, so what do I have to do here then?
a knight there in the company of his fellows.
Let's talk to this guy again, see if he's got anything extra to say.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Okay, so asking about the stained glass window.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
Still nothing to talk to him about. Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man before?
No, I have never seen him before.
Do you know Club
Maybe not.
Alamu? No? Will you shake my
I
hand?
thought about using the shake and shock on him, but I couldn't do that to a priest.
No, George. Right, okay.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I didn't have time to sit around. A row of old pews, beautifully carved and glowing with polish. I thought of all the people who must have sat here over the decades. All those Parisian derrieres, firm buttocks of the young ladies, the flabby flesh of the old men. That wasn't a pleasing image, so I went back to the young ladies.
Yeah, good idea, George.
Whoa!
What? George is a bit of a pervert. Right. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else around here to look at. No. So I've got the gem and I've got the tripod, but what do I do with them? Anyway, we're going to go. I noticed there was a drain I could go down outside. I don't really want to have to chat with all them people if I don't have to. I mean, I can't see the tourists coming out of anything useful. The officer might, though.
Excuse me, officer. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
Whoa, George.
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
Okay. Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh.
Is that all you can say? Oh.
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
Okay, let's shake your
Would
hand.
you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key. I'll
Okay.
see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Okay, let's speak to
I
the
had no
tourists.
desire to talk to the crowd.
Oh, okay, he shares my
Hey,
shares
with
my
the
thoughts with
balls.
them.
Oui?
Knights Templar, what do you know about them?
what do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, the last Grand Master, Jacques du Molay, was burnt on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow, you're pretty well educated for a juggler.
What sign did he read it
No,
off?
monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Okay. Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man before?
No.
Okay, I guess we're done then.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
We are going down the sewer. Excuse me, people, out of the way.
Hey, you. What do you think you are doing? Leave that cover alone. Now,
Sorry, no harm intended.
you stay away from that.
Oh, god damn it. Right. Maybe I'll talk to
I
the
had
crowd
no
now.
desire to
No.
talk to the crowd.
Please, officer, I need to get down
Hello
there.
again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Do you know what this is?
It's a sewer key.
Gem. Do you like my gem?
Look at this gem. What do you think?
Cut glass.
No, it's not. It's for real.
What kind of madman would go around waving a priceless gem under people's noses?
So either it's glass or I'm mad? I didn't like to think about that for too long.
Okay. Do you know what this club is?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The pattern looks Middle Eastern.
Maybe... Oh, is that from Syria or something? Here's some ID.
Take a look at this.
Ah, an electrician.
The
What
tripod?
do you know about medieval ironmongery? Have a look at this little baby.
A tripod. What is it for?
You mean you don't know?
No, monsieur. Nor do you, I think.
Okay.
I'll see you around.
Okay, we're done.
Oui, monsieur.
I need to
I'll
get...
be there.
That's the trouble. I don't want you here. We need to cause you something to go.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
We want to shake your
It
hand.
doesn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands.
Okay. What about you then?
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No! I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu! A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravitique aeroballetic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned heads of Europe had the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders. Plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so.
I mean, George has got a point there. I don't think jugglers are quite that highly esteemed.
That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better.
I'll have a
I'll
go.
give it a try.
Be my guest.
Is this a mini game or does he do it automatically?
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be?
Oh, George, you're in for it now.
A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not. I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
Can I give the crowd something?
I couldn't open it with my bare hands. In the middle of the square was a manhole. I wondered if there might be something relevant beneath street level.
Okay, I need to get in there.
Hey,
Oh, no,
hey, you!
bugger off.
What do you think you are doing? You stay away from that.
Okay, what am I going to do? Okay, let's go upstairs.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Let's continue talking about the glass windows.
Is the right-hand window original?
Oui, monsieur.
Still
Catch you
nothing?
later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
What am I going to do here? What do I have to do? So the right window's original.
In comparison to its neighbor, it looked pretty plain. Somehow, it looked more modern than its neighbor.
Okay. Can I lift these things up with that? No. Didn't think so. Right. Can I use that on that? No. No. Nope, didn't think so. Right. What am I supposed to do then?
Maybe not. I didn't have time to sit around.
Okay, I'm stumped. I'm stumped. There must be something in here to do. There's all these things to interact with. And I can't figure out what to do. Plus, I need to get in there. Okay, I'm guessing these go up the same place. Yeah. So they're no help. Okay, the cafe, Bougerie, police. Let's go to the police first, see what he has to say. He's still not here.
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur?
I'm the victim.
I see.
Outspace.
Okay, we've heard this.
One look, their name.
Bon.
See
Okay.
you later, Sergeant.
Yep, nothing there. Right, back to... Should we go back to the museum? See what's going on?
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Oui, of course.
What about the manuscript?
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
Anything else?
What story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, we pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Anything else?
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras.
Who's he?
A Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Anything else?
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead.
Okay, so I'm guessing that means there's no leads. Right. What about the tripod? Have you noticed it's gone missing? No. I'm not going to tell him about I'm not going to show him it. I just wanted to ask him about it. Okay.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
So I guess Montfaucon is the only place to go. Let's just check in with Nico.
Hello, George.
Is there something going on between you and Labano?
That's not what I meant.
What business is it of yours? We agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business, remember?
Yeah, but...
So get off my case.
Oh my god.
That is not a good idea. I'd better get back to the quest.
Oh my god, that didn't go well. Please, Mr. Officer, just do one and go away.
Excuse me, officer. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only and
Boy,
no, monsieur.
Okay, yeah, we heard about that.
shouldn't you be off direct...
You have...
Yeah?
Which one?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, okay. We don't have to worry about that. Right, plaster.
Do you know what this is?
Aha! You Americans with your notorious nose candy. I read Hollywood Wives. I know all about it.
No.
If you tried to sniff this stuff, you'd wall up your nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is. Thank heaven. For one awful moment, I thought I might actually have to arrest somebody. Alors, the paperwork. You have no idea.
Okay.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Can I put that okay.
Maybe not.
Can I put that plaster on someone and then get them arrested? And then you will go away? Okay, maybe not.
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui?
Does this plaster interest you?
Well,
Forget it. Forget that I asked.
No, give it to him. We need... Oh.
What do you know?
les Templiers? Ah, they lost on an...
Wow.
Yeah, we've heard all
No,
this. We've heard all that. Okay.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I really want to get in there, but how? I'm stuck. Can we put that on the benches? No. Well, if we give him the plaster.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
I was in Ireland recently, and I brought back this plaster.
My sister brought back a shillelagh.
Okay, he's not interested in the plaster.
I noticed that the stain...
You have a keen eye, monsieur. It was
Yep,
a
okay, we know. Yep, okay. Oh, God,
There's
I'm really
grease
stumped.
paint on this tissue.
Oui, you are correct.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
What is this statue all about? What do I do with it?
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
Can I bash it with that? No. Plaster. No, I can't fix it. No. Is there anything I can do with this? There's not, is there? No, that's literally everything. Apart from the tissue. Okay. The red nose? No. Okay, there's nothing I can do with that. There, just look. Speak to.
A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell. I could see that what had at first seemed to be a fine engraved chasing on the scroll was actually writing.
Per disciplinum meum lux videbus.
Sounds pretty familiar to me.
How does it sound familiar?
Per disciplinum meum lux videbus.
A bit of a stained glass window. Wow! Hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary had been pretty optimistic, I guess.
Okay, so have another look.
Per disciplinum meum
Lux
lux videbus.
Videbus. That's got to be on the manuscript, but what does it mean?
A bit of a stained glass window. Wow! Hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary had been pretty optimistic, I guess.